All right, we're getting some behind-the-scenes sort of view among Democrats after the Bob Mueller event yesterday. That House Judiciary Chief Gerald Nadler reportedly wanted to begin drafting articles of impeachment against the president. But House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, we're told, pushed back, calling it premature. Mueller's testimony was supposed to unite Democrats, but not a one has rallied to increase the number of those Democrats who are interested in pursuing it beyond the 90 or 95 who presently are of that mindset. What does Sean Spicer think of this, the former press secretary, with his read on things? Sean, what do you think?
I think if yesterday's hearings were the Democrats' attempt to make the movie out of the Mueller report, then the best they're going to get is a Razzie Award. This was an utter optical failure. I think whoever prepped Joe Biden for his first debate prepped Bob Mueller for this hearing. The Democrats didn't get what they wanted. Mueller looked flustered at times, didn't give them much of what they wanted at all. And so I think at best that number may shrink, not grow.
Well, you know, sometimes we can argue over optics and substance and all that, but the bottom line is if you really had a gangbusters performance or the substance of his remarks had registered beyond what people had known was in the report, you would have seen a lot more Democrats rushing to the impeachment line today, and no one did. And I'm wondering what that means. Is this a dead issue? There are going to be those who will keep arguing for it. Virtually all the presidential candidates are. So what do you think?
Well, again, go back to what they wanted. I mean, these guys were doing mock hearings and having people play Jim Jordan and Bob Mueller. The goal that they wanted was literally the visual adaptation of the Mueller report. So by the standard in which they set, it was an utter failure. That being said, I think if you are a Democrat that's on the fence and trying to put your finger in the air, figure which way momentum was blowing, it clearly, you know, the wind got taken out of your sails big time yesterday. They wanted this to sort of ramp up the pressure on other Democrats to jump on board, make the case for impeachment. And so I think if that was the test yesterday, it's making it harder for other Democrats to jump on board, because as people hear about, I mean, it's literally like hearing a movie review, and that's what they wanted. They wanted to create the movie version of the Mueller report. Well, if you think about it, when you talk to your friends and say, hey, how was the latest movie that came out? If they say, oh, it was horrible, it was a disaster, I got up and left, not many more people are going to go want to see the movie. And what they literally did in this case was create a situation in which other Democrats were saying, let me figure out where I can go on this politically. And with everybody panning it and panning the performance, saying it didn't bring anything new to light, it makes it much harder to create an environment in which more people are going to get on board. Never mind winning the middle and bringing more of the American public on their side. It created more doubt than anything else. We're now questioning who actually wrote the report. That's not something that Democrats would have wanted. There was a lot of legitimate questions put forward by the Republican members last night that I think took the Democrats for a big curve in what they expected the outcome and headlines to be this morning.
Well, who's ever right on this subject, the proof would have been, and either you're going to have a lot more Democrats rallying around impeachment, or you won't, or you don't. And right now, the reality for now is you don't. Sean Spicer, thank you. Very good seeing you again.
You bet.
All right.